Wow, thank you. I mean, the three things that I took out from a whole lot that you said is that collectivism in African societies manifests in the way we raise our children, in the way in our sense of belongingness, and also in our creativity and innovation. Now, if we bring these down in looking at the Igbo society, how does this manifest specifically? Because we're using the Igbo society as our case study now. How does it manifest in the Igbo society specifically?
Absolutely. So it manifests, collectivism manifests itself in the Igbo society in several ways. You know, we have in the Igbo culture this idea of age grade. Age grade system is very prevalent in the Igbo culture. Some other cultures do have it. But these are people who come together based on when they were born. They come together in their age grades, and they take on different projects and tackle on those projects on behalf of the community. So that is one example how that shakes out in the Igbo community. But what we find is there is this idea of division of labor that expresses itself within the practice of collectivism. So the Igbos say, when people expect things to be done, nothing is done. When people expect things to be done, nothing is done. In other words, there has to be a division of labor. Yes, we are working towards a common goal, but we must assign different tasks and functions so we know who is doing what towards that goal, towards that collective end. That's very important. So when you check out the age grade system, you find the different age grades assigned of taking on different projects or different aspects of community development, so that at the end of the day, the community is enriched. Because the Igbos are notoriously known for efficiency. Okay, they're very practical, very efficient, very utilitarian in nature, good or bad, very utilitarian. So so this is why, in fact, I would say this is one of the contributions of the Igbos to the African society. There are many contributions, but this is one of them. Another way in which it manifests this idea of collectivism in the Igbo society is in a way that it, first of all, emphasizes on the individual. What do I mean? The Igbos hone in on this idea of greatness. Okay? The Igbos say, you can tell a ripe corn by its look. Okay. So you can tell greatness by when you see it. That's what the Igbos say. The Igbos also say the chick that will grow into a cock can be spotted the very day it hatches. Again, greatness can be seen even at a very young age. So the Igbos hone in on individualism. So I said earlier that there's a contrast. We make a contrast between collectivism and individualism. But what we find in several African societies, including the Igbos, is that they actually first hone in on individualism first to develop the individual, but they socialize the individual to make sure that their greatness is used to develop the community. It's very important. It's very, very crucial. Unfortunately, we have left that second part. We focus now so much on individual development and becoming very much Western, not realizing that in pre-colonial Igbo, and again, pre-colonial African societies, you have to connect your individual greatness to community development. One other proverb, which we all are very familiar with, and we've shared this many times on this platform, is this idea of ebebere ugobere nkesi beyebela nkujaya or nku tujipuya, meaning let the hawk perch and let the eagle perch, right? So let the hawk perch, let the eagle perch. In other words, live and let live, right? So there's got to be a balance. There's got to be a perch. Everyone has to have a platform. There has to be a room for growth for everyone, whether you're a hawk or an eagle. But within that proverb, you could see that the Igbos are already making a distinction that in society there are hawks and there are eagles, no doubt, right? So there are hawks and there are eagles. We are different people, but the Igbo is also one. Whether you are a hawk, whether you're eagle, you must have a place. You have a place. You are guaranteed a place in society. The eagle should not oppress the hawk, and the hawk should not oppress the eagle, right? So this idea of mixing individualism with collectivism is very unique, and that's one major contribution of the Igbos to African development.